So we had a little break, my wife and I, from parental duties, and we were out checking out a couple of Dollar Trees in our area. And the wife said, "Hey, why don't we check out the thrift store? See if you can find some. We can find some pencils for your new hobby." And sure enough, this was a great haul. If you're in the U.S., you know what a thrift store is. I'm sure they're called a different thing in different countries. So maybe some countries don't have thrift stores. But I know for the case of the continental U.S., there are these stores that sell basically second-hand things that are cheap. And it's a place for peasants like myself to go hang out. And we do that I don't know, sometimes we do it on a regular basis depending on the year. We hadn't been back to that thrift store actually for many years. So here we are. So I paid $3.99 for this group of pencils. $3.49 for this group of pencils, then $2.79 for this one, and $3.99 for this one. So if you add it up, 8, 10, 13, it's like $14 and change. Then when you add taxes, it comes out to like $15. Anyways, so I've already sharpened example pencils from each one of these because I'm not going to go through all of them and explain them in gory detail. Just going to tell you everything in this batch is Dixon number 2 HB pencils, but there's two different packages. So there's this package, okay, and these are made in Mexico, I believe. Yeah, these are made in Mexico. Oh no, I'm sorry, made in China. I take it back. These are made in China. These are Dixon, made in China, not Ticonderoga, just regular Dixons. But I noticed, because I'm quite the collector, in this pack of 24, is actually a different lot, and so just a little tidbit for any pencil enthusiasts who watch this video. The pencils in the small groups have a lot number somewhere in here. Boy, it's difficult to tell. It's 1110. I know that because I was looking at it before. Oh, was it there? I forget. I may not be able to show it to you, but this one is easy to see. This is 11.3. There it is, 11.3. So they're actually different lots, okay? So that's for that group. And I'll just leave them here and I'll show what they look like. This lot of pencils has pencils that I'm not interested in, but it had a good number of Pentek number 2s, which I didn't have any of yet in my collection. And then it has your standard, you know, sold by the trillions, Dixon Ticonderoga, made in China. These are definitely made in China. Okay, so I'm going to take those out from view. Then I'm going to put this little piece of paper in here, which we're going to use. Then this lot was all Staples HB pencils. They're all the same packet, nothing different. I think these are the ones that were made. Where are these made? Indonesia. These are made in Indonesia. Okay, so that's from that lot. And then from this lot is really the jewel in the crown. It's got a bunch of coloring pencils, which I'm just going to give my wife, and we'll put them where we have all of our coloring pencils from when our son was little. I'm going to take this out of here as well. But then this one, and I think I'm going to find the video and link it into this video. Somebody actually independently determined that Casemate, which is an old brand from Walmart, they're no longer made, are actually made by Hindustan Pencil Company from India. These are made in India. And these actually are closest in the graphite to the Nataraj brand from Hindustan, and not to the Apsara Platinums. There's also a different type of Casemate that is called Premium. Comes in a metal rod, very similar to the Musgrave starter kit or whatever it's called, variety pack. And those are closer to Apsara Platinums. So I've got these two pencils from Hindustan just as a check on these pencils. I only got 8 out of here, and I sharpened 1. I'm definitely keeping these for my collection. I mean, they are labeled in such a way that unless they came with the case, you would have no idea what they are, because they don't even have Casemate or Walmart or Hindustan or nothing on them. So, and I'm gonna put it back in here and just keep it somewhere. All right, so let's get on to the pencils. So then for these, I think these are all gonna be standard HB feel pencils. So this is gonna be the Dixon number 2s. Okay, so I just draw a little, and sure enough, high quality HB pencils. The beauty of using pencils in the US at least is all these pencils you buy at a store for pennies are actually all very good. And yes, of course, some of us are more into the collecting aspect, like I am. But really, if you're utilitarian, you just want a pencil, these are all great. Okay, so this was the lot, and for some reason that 1010 or 1110, whatever that number was, right now is very difficult for me to see, but I know that this one is the 11.3. So this is like the 10, it's got some 4-digit number. This one's the 11.3 lot. So they come from similar packages. They're all very similar, but they're from different lots. Now, I think there's enough good quality control at Dixon, and you can see this from me writing this out, that there's really no difference between these pencils. That's just a nerdy thing of like knowing what the lot number is. Then the Pentex. Yeah, this is the Pentec. And I want to keep these just for fun. So the Pentex are also HBs. They're good, solid pencils. All three of these pencils are really, so far, identical, really, as far as like they're HB, high quality. Then we've got the Staples pencil. And I think there's no surprise there. I can tell these are a little softer, but not by much. Not in any way that anybody who wasn't a budding pencil nerd could tell the difference. Okay, so then this is your standard made in China Ticonderoga, Dixon Ticonderoga. And this is a harder HB than all these other previous pencils that I played with. I mean, these are almost, if we put them like HB, B2B in a range, I think all these pencils are sort of like here or maybe here, and then this one is definitely very solid in the HB range, the Ticonderoga. Very good pencil. I would use it more for problems than for notes. Okay, so then the grand finale of this video is going to be my treasure Casemates. And yeah, so now I have them in my collection. I don't have the Casemate premiums like that other person was showing that are clearly Apsara Platinums, or very much so, definitely are. These are probably going to be closer to the Nataraj. So let's try that. Okay, so then, yeah, definitely softer. Yeah, I like this pencil a lot. I mean, I like softer and a little darker. Yeah. So this is Casemate. Draw a little more, and then let's do Apsara just to show that it just isn't. Well, I wouldn't know actually so obviously. Maybe it is. Huh. Okay, that's gonna be our second round. So this is, and I always use a B for Apsara, but it's got a P. And then let's do the Nataraj. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not so sure from testing these. Maybe it's a third type of pencil that is neither a Nataraj 621 or an Apsara Platinum. of course. But we know this pencil was made by Hindustan because there's another kind of package that has a sharpener, and it's a Nataraj sharpener. So let's go and do like a final test to close out this video. Okay, so this is my Casemate. Okay, Casemate. This is my Apsara. Softer, but ever so, I mean, the difference is almost unnoticeable. And then Nataraj. I don't know. I mean, I really can't tell. It is soft. It is soft. Casemate is soft. Maybe it is. Okay, let's do a final test. Okay, this is Casemate. All right. This is Apsara. Soft. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards. Yeah. I don't know. I can't really tell the difference that well between these three pencils. All I know is that if I find more Casemates, of course, if I came across a larger lot and it was really cheap, I would just use them. But since I only have 7 unsharpened and this one sharpened, I'm just going to keep these in my collection.